podcast you've ever been on, Monica.
Oh, yes, it sure is.
I'm so excited. I am too. Everybody, if you don't know Swedish Bella, better known as Monica, my new friend with amazing titties. That's why she's here today. We're going to have some fun conversations. So it's really good things. We just spent the weekend at a sexy mansion party. I mean, like Playboy level mansion. I actually met some playmates this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever been in Playboy?
I have not.
You should be.
Yeah. It's like, for me, I've been asked, but, you know, Playboy charges to be on the cover, so I'm kind of like, nah.
We're giving away industry secrets right now.
Yeah. No,
I think you're Playboy worthy.
Me too. It's just, you know.
I get it. Well, I'm so excited to ask you just about like your life and your journey and how you've gotten to this point, because I think you have such a fascinating story.
Oh, thank you.
So you're actually Swedish, from Sweden.
So the funny thing is I was actually born in Poland, but I moved to Sweden when I was tiny. So I moved to Sweden. I've lived in Sweden all my life, so I'm basically Swedish. And I was a good girl. I went to school. I did the whole university thing. I used to be a teacher.
You were? Oh my gosh. I think I read that about you, and I was like, is this actually true that she was a teacher?
Yeah, I used to be a teacher, a history teacher.
So you are now one of those teachers turned OnlyFans model.
Yes, I teach totally different things.
Yes, you do. You absolutely do. So when did you move to the U.S.?
I moved to the U.S., it's 6 years ago now? Yeah.
Oh,
6
wow.
years.
So that was like a big life change to be like, I'm going to pick up my life, move all the way to the U.S.
It was huge. I was nervous. I came here with 2 suitcases, $2,000. So, you know, it was really, I was nervous.
Now, did you do any modeling or anything in Sweden? No.
No, I worked, so before I moved here, I quit my job as a teacher, so I worked in business development.
Okay.
And then I used to dance. I used to be a stripper like Fridays and Saturdays. So I had a regular job, plus I was dancing in Copenhagen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay. So you were a teacher stripper, then came here, turned OnlyFans model. That's fascinating. Now, what's the attitude over there towards that kind of teacher stripper lifestyle?
Oh my God! Like I actually got fired.
From teaching?
Yeah.
Okay, well, because I'm curious, because in Europe they're more liberal, they're more open, you have red light districts. Okay, so they weren't into it there either.
I have no idea how the stripper thing came out.
Oh my
To be honest, I have no idea, because I never said anything to anybody.
The principal must have been in the crowd one night.
Yeah, I don't know. She was a female, so I don't. Maybe her husband.
That's what did you in.
Yeah, but I never said anything to anybody, because you're in an environment with children. You can't openly about things like that. But it came out, and they said I wasn't really fit for
teaching.
Yeah,
got it. Now, did that help you make the decision that it was time to move and get out of?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean. And after that, I worked for a little bit as a business developer, and that was only for a year, because I moved slightly thereafter. But I was still dancing, and they actually knew that I was. So I was very honest with that. But it was a male-dominated workplace, so they didn't care. They were like, "What do you do in your spare time? I don't give a fuck." Right. Basically. But I was still dancing. So.
Wow. So then you came here, you started dancing, and then started modeling.
Yes.
And now here you are.
And here I am. It's crazy. It's a crazy journey. There were days we were broke. Like, we didn't know how to pay rent.
Did you move here with your husband? Were you married at that point?
No. So he actually lived here already, so I moved here for him. And I was a dancer, and, you know, I was the one working, because he was a musician, and he didn't I mean, as a musician, it's hard.
Yeah, it is.
So I kind of was the breadwinner, but everything in LA is so expensive.
Right. So you guys went to LA?
Yeah, we lived in LA, so I had to fly back and forth between LA and Memphis to work. Okay. Because there were no good clubs here that I knew of at that time, so.
What did you think of Memphis?
I love Memphis.
Yeah?
I'm a country girl, so.
You like being out there?
Yeah.
With the country.
Yeah, men are very hot in this.
Yeah, they are. I will say, I moved to Texas 2 years ago, so I live in Austin, Texas. Yeah. And those country boys, I gotta say, there's something about them.
Sometimes we had a whole group of Navy SEALs come in, because we had a training camp in Mississippi.
Yep.
So they would go over the border to Memphis to go to the clubs.
Nice.
And let me tell you, fun times.
Oh, I'm sure. I've dated a military man or two in my life.
Yes, very, very, very beautiful men.
Yes, and very chivalrous still. Like very, very much like want to take care of the ladies and all of that.
Oh,
always
for
had
sure.
nightmares. Like I've always had a good experience.
Yeah, the funniest person I met there was actually, he was Navy SEAL.
Mm-hmm.
He's also a gay porn star.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yep.
That's such a good story. We gotta get him on here.
Oh yeah,
gosh.
he was awesome. He was not a flamer, like he was not a queen.
Right.
And if I didn't know he was gay, I mean, I would never know.
You would never know.
Yeah. But he told me the whole story. He's like, yeah, when I'm not a Navy SEAL, I'm not on base, so I'm not doing like the military thing.
Right.
I fuck other men for money. I'm like, good for you.
Gotta make a living somehow. I mean,
yeah. So, and it was accepted, so good for him.
that's amazing. Oh my God, I
Yeah.
love stories like that. So you are definitely at a point in your sort of OnlyFans career where you've had a lot of success. I almost didn't want to be when I grow up.
Oh,
I'm like, oh my
sure.
God, that's my goal of where I want to be.
Mhm.
Like, are you excited for your future with all of this?
I am very excited. I kind of want to. I love OnlyFans. I love creating. I love the adult work. I have nothing against that. It's just sometimes, it's tiring. So I kind of want to do something else as well, not only rely on OnlyFans. But
Yeah.
I love working with everybody. Yeah, it's amazing.
I had an amazing time with you and the other ladies this weekend. I mean, I had my first orgy.
Oh yeah, the orgy was awesome.
It was
Freaking loved the
amazing.
orgy.
And you titty fucked me with a drill with a dildo on it.
Oh yes, that was so much fun. Your titties were like vibrating, and I'm like, fuck yeah.
I'm just gonna show you. I don't know if you can see, there's like some red marks like all around
Oh my
here.
God,
This
I'm
was
so
the
sorry.
No, I mean like I asked you to do it, but I woke up this morning and was like, my titties are, now a bruise has developed.
Oh, poor baby.
This is, well now I know, lesson learned, when you get titty fucked by a drill dough, that you might go home with some bruises on you. I mean, it happens, it's fine. It didn't feel painful at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, it was super fun.
Okay.
So, but I was like, oh my God.
Well, I don't have any bruises on my titties, but.
Now you survived the weekend without any injuries. That's great.
Oh, yeah, no, I
You
don't.
had a little.
No, I think
No,
that's
you're
pretty
good.
done.
And what size are your tits?
They're 1,050 cc's.
So are you like an F cup?
I'm an H.
You're an H.
Yeah.
I
Sure.
love it.
Yeah, I'm an H. I love them. I kind of have a love-hate relationship to my titties.
I feel you on that.
Sometimes I'm like, oh man, I wish I had bigger titties. I'm
Now,
gonna go bigger. And
Did
then-
you always have big titties?
Oh no, I started with a 36A.
Oh
I was so tiny. I had tiny titties.
my gosh. And then like from dancing, did that kind of motivate you to get bigger tits?
So
Or did
actually,
you always just like
no. So I met a guy that, like my husband,
Okay.
loves huge titties.
Okay.
He's a titty man. And he was like, oh, maybe you should get bigger titties. I was like, hell yeah, I love big titties. Why didn't I think of this before? So I just got big titties, and I'm like, this is awesome. And then I got bigger titties, even
Love
bigger
it.
titties, and I'm like, this is awesome. But when you get
Did you
to
go bigger? Because this looks, I mean, like you're tall, so this looks really good.
I am kind of playing with the 1500 cc.
How big is that? Like as big as
Yeah, what size are you?
36K.
Yeah, no. They would be probably half the size. Like 1500 is 500 cc's more in each. So
Okay, so you
so it's like
HIJ,
one
so
boob